Hey, it's your teacher Jay, Mr. J, Professor J Johnson, and I'm back, and I'm gonna just follow up on our lesson 4.3e, where we're talking about subtracting fractions. Again, I hope you guys are doing well. If you got any problems, if there's anything going on you need to talk to me about, you can hit me on this question link below. Attach your email if you're not one of my students, okay? All right, so here we go. Subtracting. Remember, problem-solving plan if it's needed. After you do that problem-solving plan and you determine that you have to subtract in the fraction, let's go ahead and talk about that. So let's say James has 2 and 3/8 boxes of chocolate, okay? 2 and 3/8 boxes of chocolate. And he eats 4/8 boxes of chocolate. Okay, well, first let's do an easy one. Let's say he eats 3/8 boxes of chocolate, okay? Well, that one's pretty straightforward, right? Because we see the fraction here, 3/8. We subtract it just like normal, and we'll keep our whole number there. So it'll be 2 would go over there, 3 minus 3. Because the denominators are the same, we can subtract. It would be nothing. The answer would be 2 whole boxes is what we have remaining. But let's make it more challenging so you guys can get the most out of this video. So let's say that there's 4/8 that actually was eaten. How much does he have left? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go ahead and break it down using one of our methods, which is a fraction bar. So we'll do this. We have one whole there. That's divided into 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. The whole thing is shaded in because that's one of our wholes. We had another whole, right? Boom, this all shaded in again. And then we had the last one. Remember, with these, they don't have to be perfect. They just have to have the right number in them. So I have 3/8 here. So I have the entire fraction, the first, which is the largest of the two numbers. I have that one set up. I'll go here and I'll say, let me take away 4/8. This is what you're going to do. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4/8. We got rid of 4/8. How much do we have left? Well, we still have this one whole here, but we only have 7 of these 8s. So we have 7/8, and that is our answer. Just like that. It's really not that hard to break this down and use this strategy, especially when the numbers are smaller. When they get bigger, we'll talk about that in just a minute, but when they're small, it's pretty straightforward to do that. You just want to draw the first one, subtract the next one. Let's see this same fraction if we actually did a number line. Again, I love number lines. Number lines make things nice and easy. We'll put 1 there. That's 1 whole. That is 2 wholes. That is 3 wholes. And we'll put 4 wholes over there just because. Okay, so we have 8. So we're going to make 7 dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we've divided them all into 8s. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 and 3/8 and put it onto our number line. So we have 1 whole, 2 wholes, and we want to go 3/8. 1, 2, 3. We'll have the 3/8 right here. Okay. Now that we have 2 and 3/8 set up, we'll take away 4/8. It's very simple. We just count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our dot belongs here, and I like to always put a little line here so we can see I subtracted the 4/8. Okay. That is 1 whole, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eighths. 1 and 7/8, still our answer. Okay. So there's nothing really to worry about with this strategy. Subtraction is just as easy as the addition. The fraction bars and number lines still work. The only difference is what happens when those numbers get a little larger, okay? So let's say James is really a chocolate man. You know, he likes to eat lots of chocolate. So instead of 2 and 3/8 boxes, he had 17 and 3/8 boxes. And instead of having eaten only 4/8, let's say he ate 6 and 6/8. I mean, he's just been on a chocolate eating frenzy, okay? What do we do here? All right, let's take a look. So we could do the fraction bar. We could do the number line. The only thing is that it becomes a lot of work to do. So what we do is the same strategies we did for the addition. We can try to subtract it just by looking at these numbers. I'm not going to do the other way because I think when it comes to subtracting fractions, the best thing to do is just set them up just like so. So we have 17 and 3/8. We also have 6 and 6/8. Now before we can subtract that, normally we just look at the fractions, we subtract on this side, subtract on this side. What you really need to do before you get started with this is you need to take a look at, can I take 6 from 3? The answer is no, we cannot. So because of that, what we have to do is we have to regroup this whole number as a fraction. So we'll get rid of the 17, turn it into a 16. But instead of just putting a random number over here, we have to actually add the whole number 1. In this case, the whole number 1 is going to look like 8/8. We're dealing with 8, so whenever our denominator and numerator are the same, that whole number 1 is created. So we're going to add 3/8 plus 8/8. That's going to give us 8, 9, 10, 11/8. We have 11/8. Now what we'll do is we'll subtract 11/8 minus the 6/8 to get our answer down here. So 11 minus the 6, that's going to be 5/8. And then we just subtract over here 16 minus 6, and 16 minus 6 is going to give us 10. 10 and 5/8. And it's as simple as that, folks. If you have any more questions about this, you can hit me in that questions link. You can contact me through other means if you have it. And yeah, good luck, guys. Thanks.